Jam on toast!
Hey everybody, welcome to the Jam. I'm Cameron, and today the toast is to Trigun. Now, this is for SourcefedNerd Anime Club. I'm kind of enjoying what they've got going on so far, and other than their first pick, it looks like we're going for easily accessible type shows, and as long as we don't do Dragon Ball Z, I think we'll be fine. So the short sale on this one is there's a guy who's got a bounty on his head for like $20 million, and he's infamous for causing destruction wherever he goes. So the general opinion of him is that he's this bad mobster guy. So he joined Millie and Mary to investigate Bash the Stampede for insurance purposes. Let that sink in. The anime pretty much covers their adventures with him and the discoveries thereof. Now, for even an anime as short as this, there's a lot going on in there, and that short set was not nearly enough, and it's very hard to do one for even so short an anime. I gotta say my love for this one is the character work. They put a lot of effort into making each of these characters memorable and accessible and relatable, and I think they did a fantastic job of it. I'm not just talking about the protagonists, I'm talking about like every character they run into. My hate, despite how weird things get towards the end, is just how damn goofy it can get at times. I mean, there's generally funny, which is there all the time. There's times where they're like, hey, we're gonna make a joke, but then there's just the over-the-sharp, ridiculous humor that only shows up in anime, and it's like, why is this happening? Only in this show. I want to say in most anime it's spread out a lot better, but this show kind of hits it over and over again. But that's part of what makes you love the show and makes you love Bash. But I guess let's move on to the categories. Aesthetics. Trigun's been around a while, but it actually seems to have like a late 80s anime style to it. That doesn't mean anything against it at all. It's phenomenally well done, and there's a lot of shows from back in the 80s and 90s that were drawn really well. That was the prime time of cell animation, which is how most anime is done. And a lot of people will argue with you if it's not cell animation, then it's not anime, and I just don't care. Again, I'm no otaku. I just know a thing or two here and there. But it's really well done, and I'm actually partial to that age of animation because I grew up on it. More to the point, the way it's done expresses the show to you, and it helps every bit of the story and the characters tug at your heartstrings. Aesthetics gets an 88. Character development. Like many stories and many anime, this is a lot of character development in here, and they pack it really well. I mean, not only are we discovering Bash through Mary and Millie, but we're discovering them as well. We're discovering their relationship with their workmates, and every town you go to, you learn a little bit of the town. And like I said, each character that you run into that has a name or a conversation has a lot to them for however short they're on the screen. Character development gets 95. Storyline. It's got a weird story, I'm not gonna lie. I love the base concept, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Unfortunately, that means we have to kind of stick around where he has the legendary arm of doom, and he's an angel or something? I have to be honest, I don't have time to go through and watch the entire thing again, and I really don't remember all that weird stuff at the end. I just know that it's weird. It's not to say it's a bad story, and like I said, I really love the characters that are in it. I just think it could have gone in a better direction. Storyline gets a 60. Compulsion. This anime is funny throughout. It's got lovable characters, and I can't imagine anyone who sits down with it who's okay with sci-fi would have any trouble getting to the end where it gets a little weird. But by that time, you're so invested, you don't care. You can sit through the first 2 episodes, you're going to want to go through the whole thing and be left wanting more. Compulsion gets a 90. Now, if you total all that up, it gives you an average of 83.25. For my wrap-up review, I gotta say, I recommend this to anyone who likes sci-fi stuff. I can't imagine that they won't like it, unless they have some weird prejudice against anime in general. Now, some people just can't handle the aesthetics of anime in general or cell animation, and I get that. Not everything's for everyone. But barring any of those issues, watch it. Watch the dub, watch the sub. It doesn't matter. This is a good show for anyone, not just anime fans. And I think it's a good icebreaker to bring people into the mix of watching anime in general. It's just one of those that are accessible. It's been around a while. Most people know it, and if you're into the cosplay thing, you're going to see people dress up as Vash at some point. I think that's all I got for you today. I'm Cameron. Have a nice day.